Mensa reports a perfect score on their intelligence test is 162. With Albert Einstein weighing in at an impressive 160, it's difficult to believe that anyone could come close to that score. Stop just a minute. James Woods has a self-reported IQ of 180. Although the odds of this are a staggering 1 in 20 million, Mr. Woods has never wavered from the fact that he has an above-average intelligence. James Howard Woods was born on April 18, 1947. His elementary school years would have coincided with high interest in gifted education, according to Clark, page 10. Strong emphasis on education and achievement were a staple in the Woods household. James Woods was guided towards a career as an engineer at an early age. His father was an intelligence officer for the United States Army. Woods, a self-professed bright kid who tested well, was an outstanding student in all disciplines. He graduated from Pilgrim High School and was enrolled in a linear algebra class at the collegiate level while still in high school. Woods scored a 1580 on his SAT, with 800 of those points coming from a perfect score on the verbal portion of the exam. He earned scholarships to both Tufts and Johns Hopkins University, originally wanting to be an eye doctor. He was also nominated for the U.S. Air Force Academy. Eventually, he decided to accept a scholarship to MIT to major in political science. He calls his decision to drop out after 2 years a heart-wrenching one. He was a valued member of the Theta Delta Chi fraternity, which strives to improve intellectual, social, and moral well-being through friendship. And although he left MIT almost 40 years ago, the staunch Republican continues to be outspoken in what he deems to be a great American crisis.
There were some friends of mine that I played poker with out in California, very rich guys, and when the bailouts were happening, one of the guys who was literally a billionaire said, "Oh, I've got to get some of this for these buildings that I own and so on." I said,
"Got to get some of the bailouts."
Yeah. I don't think this is meant, in this kind of situation. He said, "If it's legal." See, here's the problem with what's happened to our culture. You're not required to be ethical, but as long as you're legal, you can have lawyers. It's amazing. If you've ever been through a lawsuit, the lawyers will coach you without coaching you.
With 70 movies, over 40 shows, and 9 video games to his credit, James Woods has been nominated for a staggering 41 awards.
And I hope that's James Woods, because if it's me under there again, I'm going to be really pissed off.
He was nominated in the Best Actor category for Salvador, where he played the role of noted journalist Richard Blythe in covering the military dictatorship in El Salvador.
Whatever you do, okay, don't get on the ground.
Chaos has descended on tiny El Salvador.
He is dying out there right now while we're talking.
He was also nominated in the Supporting Actor category for his role as a white supremacist in Ghosts of Mississippi, a performance many have called perfection.
Are you admitting to me that you
killed Medgar Evers? What if I did? It's not like there's anything you nor anybody else can do about it. Yes.
With all of those nominations, James Woods has 9 wins to his credit. One of those is a Golden Globe for Promise, where he plays a schizophrenic and epileptic patient. He considers his crowning achievement to be a Daytime Emmy for outstanding performance in an animated series for his role as Hades in the Hercules animated series. He has said many times that Hades is his favorite role, and he would love to play that role every day until the day that he dies. Woods describes himself as an avid poker player, video game addict, and golf enthusiast, as well as being an excellent chef, dealing in antiquity, and having a penchant for photography. He is noted for saying, "I just like to pick things that are different, challenging, and that maybe people wouldn't expect me to do, or that I wouldn't have done before."
We know!
I know! You know, I know, I got it. I got the concept.